Alright, hey guys, taxiing down my taxiway here. I did a 360 video from my passenger seat the other day, kind of like this, and the feedback was pretty good on it, so I'm going to try to do one and give you guys a little farm tour of what it would be like if you actually ride with me. Already been through my checklist. I just fired this thing up, so literally I fired it up, went through my checklist. Time right now is 4 minutes, and it's already same as up to temperature, so we're ready to go. Wind is pretty gusty out of the south. It's got a seems like about 100, 120 degree variation in the direction, but it's primarily out of the south. Definitely gusty today. I think if it's a south wind, I'll be taking off with a bit of a tailwind, but I don't see any movement with the trees or the leaves. The clouds are definitely going that way. Looks like it's actually pretty calm right now, so let's see how it acts. Everything is totally up to temperature now, so we are good to go. Let's do this. Yeah, a little gusty, not too bad. If I can make it work, I'll stay over our property. Like Dad is over there unloading soybeans at the moment, so good timing. Thought I might land there in the field, but it is definitely gusty. Get a little more notch of flap so I have a little more control of this slow flight. Look out that side now, you'll be able to see that the wagon is full. Train wagon there. So this is a true farm use vehicle for me. I'll check cattle with it, I'll check crops with it, just whatever arises. Play around in the crop fields, do this low flight right here around our farm. Like I said, I took off so far, I haven't been outside of our property lines at all, so. Over here a little closer to these trees, you can see that's our bull pasture. We have our bulls in there.
Traffic
Alert, but I don't think there's anything too close. When I'm doing this pretty slow stuff, I like to have one notch of flaps. Like I say, everything just seems a little more crisp, a little more control when you're going the slow route. I'm going to give it another notch of flaps and see if it's going to be possible to maybe land right there along the edge of the field. That's got a pretty good side wind gust going on, so I'm not sure that I'll do that. If I can, I'll taxi right over there where he is with the combine. Yeah, pretty good little crosswind there. I think we can do it though. The prop's picking up or throwing up a little bit of stuff. It's actually going over that direction. That's where he just has run the combine, so it's picking up a little bit of soybean, what's left of it. If I get over too far, it'll be kind of muddy because we've had a lot of rain here the last little while. We're just, I watched my last video. I know my camera's still just a little bit shaky there. I need to work on reinforcing the mount for it just a little bit more, so hopefully it's not too bad. Definitely a little gusty. Sure I clear everything okay there. A little bit muddy right up here. I want to see if I can taxi. I'm not even going to do that. I think I have enough room to, maybe even if I have a good gust, I have enough room to get off the ground before I even get to where it gets really muddy, so. Let's do this. We'll fly around here for just another minute and let him get going with the combine, maybe give him a flyby while he's running. Anyway. It looks good, so off we go. Yeah, we were off the ground way before it got muddy there. Tell you what, these little gusty, if you can catch them reasonably smooth, they're a lot of fun. Go ahead and land right here on top of this next little hill. A little bit of stall work. I don't know how long that was. I don't have anything really to measure it by. But let's do it again. See, the nose pretty well instantly pops off. That was short. I've got a good little headwind right at the moment. The climb is just crazy. Anyway, this section right here in the middle, down my left, is where we harvested corn previously. We had a little section of it in between the soybeans, corn and soybeans on both sides of it. We are just getting started harvesting the soybeans in this field. Oh, he's getting the end row there close to the fence. You'll be able to see the combine running. I do enjoy checking things out on the farm with my little farm utility vehicle here. Alright, that being said, let's go up here in my little favorite spot. This is actually where I did my first flights of this thing. I took off up next to my shop and landed right here was where I made my very first landing. Like I said, definitely gusty. I don't know, what do you guys think that was? It couldn't have been more than 30 or 40 feet. That was a pretty short takeoff. I know I can get off this throttle very quickly because the climb is just, if you stayed on it, it would be insane. Not really planning to do anything special here, just wanted to fly out to the field and check on progress and give you guys a little farm tour real quick. I've done it before in a previous video. If you go back far enough and look, you can see where I actually water skied in the middle of this field in the wet season. There's a pretty good pond of water pulled up there in the middle of it. Don't really recommend water skiing a nose gear, but I did do it. Got full flaps. I'm gonna go ahead and make another landing right up here. Sun's kind of beating in on me this way. It's hard to see. I wish I had a marker. I'd like to see what this thing is actually doing. Off we go. I'll stay on the power for a second. Let you see that's what a steep climb out looks like. We are already, we climbed 500 feet that quick, guys. Well, that's 300 feet. Alright, so let's go just a little bit further. I'm going to look back here and see if he's where we can make a, yeah, he's where we can make a pass by real quick and easy. Some of my favorite flying is just right here over the farm. Don't even really have to leave my own property. See the entire mountain range there. To my right, our biggest mountain's called Big Frog. It goes up toward Chilhowie, a little further north. Ocoee area where they had the Olympic whitewater stuff years ago. A lot of the southern Appalachians, this is really kind of they start in North Georgia, so a lot of foothills and cool Appalachian mountains through here. Putting my flaps will go slow by him. If you look close, you'll be able to see the grain going inside the tank there on top. Not much. He just went through a ditch there. Let him get going again. We'll make another pass. It should be flowing in there a little quicker than that. We're flying around at 45. It was in the 30s a minute ago. Between 30 and 50. I'll give it a little more speed in this downwind where the air pushes me. We're touching 47. About as high as we got right then. Definitely going to have to get up here soon and get that wagon. It is full. Soybeans are dusty when they get dry down to where we can harvest them. There you can see it's pumping some more into the tank. Pretty neat view if you were looking down there. I'll make a short, slow tight turn, and this is into a downwind. You have to really get to know your airplane to be able to do that, because things can get away from you in a hurry. There's a lot of rudder inputs, a lot of control going on. At below 50. Sort of almost a figure 8 there. We'll make another landing right up here. And you can see the speed is next to nothing when it touches down if you have any kind of a headwind at all. So again, we're off. I'll do a reasonably steep climb out there for just a second. Altitude quickly. Alright, I'm going to make a pass right up here by our main farm headquarters. You can see the silo and the trees right over there. Got a road crew down below. They're putting in a new water line. Flying over our silos. one herd of our cows right here below me. If you look down there, you can see them. Quite a few of them. I'm flying directly over some. You may not be able to see all of them. This group, there's quite a few more behind me, but right there is one of our feed wagons. You can see it's pretty well topped off. I just filled it up this morning for that group of calves. The time of year I'm doing a lot of feeding. I just slipped away for a few minutes to get this in. Looks like I've been in the air for, well, engine's been running for 22 minutes, so I'm gonna land here pretty quick. I got a lot to do yet before it gets dark. Anyway, farm tour. Like I said, there's a group of calves. See a bunch of them with their heads still in the feed wagon eating. That group will eat roughly 50,000 pounds of feed per week. Our farm is somewhat self-sufficient. We raise all the feed that goes into our cattle, so we raise corn, wheat, and soybeans. I'll get just a little bit more altitude here real quick one time. And we feed all three to the cattle. Soybeans is a good source of protein. We'll mix it with the feed. We usually try to chop all the corn for silage, and we chop quite a bit of the wheat for silage. We'll crimp some wheat and mix a blend that, I mean, you have to be a nutritionist to figure out exactly what they need. We try to get levels right, you know, proteins and carbohydrates, and they get a really balanced diet. There we're a little bit higher. You can see the mountains better over that way. A few fall leaves left. They're almost all gone now. If you look straight down there, that's our biggest crop field that we own, and then right over here, this other brown patch is another soybean field that we'll be going to next. Things will go good. I hope we can be in it here just in a few days. And if you look down here now, you can see there are two big ponds there. That's our property too, and there's a little group of cattle there. That's a third group we've got. So when I said our calves are eating about 50,000 pounds per week, that is just the one herd. That is not even half of the total cattle we have. So the rest of the cattle are still on summer, fall pasture, and they're about to run out. So pretty soon I'm going to be feeding every cow we own. It takes a fair amount of time to get all of them fed every day. We also start our calving season here soon, so we'll be about Christmas. We will begin having baby calves born right and left. They're January, February, there are times that we may see 10 new baby calves, 10 or 12 new baby calves every day. It's pretty neat. Okay, that's a 25-minute been running. I'm gonna dip back down. Don't see traffic. Haven't heard any alerts lately. Still pretty gusty, but I'm gonna get back down into our field here. Add one more pass. I might do one more real quick landing for you guys. One more pass by the truck and the wagon and stuff. guys here. Let's see if I can get way down so you can check it out a little closer. See the birds flying. One of the things I like about this slow airplane is usually the birds usually they're a non-issue. They can outrun me. I've kidded around before. This really slow airplane, you have to watch out for bird strikes from the back. Anyway, I'm gonna go right back up here one more time for quick landing back in my favorite spot. This is a spot that, like I said, this is where I made my first flights with this airplane. I took off from my runway that was 300 feet at the time. Actually just a hair under 300 feet. It measured really close. After I took off from my runway, right here's where I made my first landing. After we had harvested, we brought a blade up here and smooth off a spot just a little bit, extra length and stuff, just so I could have room to practice. Took off from my shop and my runway up at the hangar, and then landed here. Took off and landed here a few more times, and then my idle's a little bit too low. Something I would recommend if you haven't flown a Zenith much, what I did, I took off from my short strip, but I did not go back to my short strip for a complete month. I rented a hangar at a local airport and practiced quite a bit at the airport, and just back and forth between our farm and the airport, and got used to the airplane, what it was capable of, before I attempted to get back into my 300-foot strip. Alright, last takeoff. I would like to have that measure. I don't know if the wind's coming across that just right, or anyway, it feels good. It's a lot of fun to do those short takeoffs. But like I said, I've got a lot of stuff I need to get done before dark. It'll be 30 minutes by the time I get back up to the shop, so. Final pass there, you can see combine running from the front angle and the shadow going across it. That's always neat to watch your shadow. As far as I know, all my neighbors will love to see me fly. Usually if they're around and they hear me, they'll come out waving and everything. I do try very hard to keep this thing safe. I try to stay far enough away and keep my path far enough away that if something were to go wrong, I wouldn't tear anything up or hurt anyone else. I know you guys think I fly crazy, but believe it or not, safety is a big consideration I always have in mind. I want to keep at least everyone I'm flying around safe. If I hurt me, that's on me, but if I hurt someone else, that's not good. It's not good anyway, but that sun's glaring. It's tough to see my runway. Oh, it's here, so we just have to get down far enough to get in the shade. That's it. I'll keep the nose wheel up here for just a second as I'm taxiing up. Not really taxiing very far. As you can see, I've cut a couple more trees out there, so it's not hardly as gnarly looking as it used to be. Hope to see you guys all at Sun and Fun. If you can make it, please come by and see us. The winter Sun and Fun, December 2nd through the 4th, Lakeland, Florida. I plan to be there. Hope to represent Zenith as well as I can. And the National Stoll's having a competition, so Zenith will have a booth set up. Go by and say hi to the Zenith guys, the Stoll Bandits. I think several of our Stoll Bandit group will be there, so for sure go by and come by and say hi to all of us. Would love to talk to you guys. Just taxiing back through my yard. I'm at 31 minutes with the engine running. I will try to get this uploaded tonight. We'll see how that goes. Maybe you guys can watch the full 360 while you're eating turkey tomorrow. And by the way, hope you and all of your families have a happy Thanksgiving, and thank y'all for watching and supporting my channel. Means a lot to me. I do have a lot of fun with this. Thanks again, guys. I'll catch y'all next time. Enjoyed it. See ya.